Hey guys, how's it going? Joey here, back with another sport commentary. Today is going to be something a little bit different. Over the next couple of days, I'm moving, so I don't have access to my full setup. So I'm playing on a little bit of a scuff twin right now. I still wanted to record and get videos out because I haven't been uploading as much because of the move. I'll be back in a regular setup in probably like 4 days, so hopefully not too long from now. But yeah, today we're going to be playing some Tahm Kench. Tahm Kench actually a pretty underrated champion in solo queue, I think. He's had a pretty decent win rate for the past couple of patches. And with Biscuits getting the change to giving health permanently and like missing health, I actually think TK got a really big buff from that. Because he is one of the few champions who didn't really ever need mana from other Biscuits. But he actually benefits pretty greatly, I would say, from the health one. Especially with how like missing health works with this gray health and stuff like that. There's a lot of like really nice things that you can get, or like really nice buff essentially from the Biscuits to his kit now. Generally want to pick him in lane dominant matchups or with hyper carries, or if enemy team has dive. In this game, it's also a Thresh counter. Like Thresh Tahm Kench was like a matchup for so long in competitive play, whereas Jinx Aphelios trade, Thresh TK trade. Because this one is a matchup I played a lot throughout my career in League of Legends. Something I feel a bit comfortable on. So we just want to help use the TK's strength in the early game to dominate the lane and allow our Jinx to get out of laning phase for free, essentially. And she's, of course, going to outscale a Kalista quite massively. So we do just need to be a little bit careful here of a jungler ganking us. That's whatever. I used Ignite there. I still have my... Oh, my 80 carry DC. That's not good. Lag, hello. This guy has never played TK a day in his life, so that's good. Not the greatest start, but it's fine. I did not see the block roaming. In my defense, this is the first game I played on this setup, and I am playing on a monitor that is like 3 times the size of my regular monitor, so I'm playing in windowed mode. So I may not be paying too much attention to the minimap here. Ends up being great though, like the Viego dying feels good for a jungler, and our Jinx got the kill. So even though it was kind of terrible, oh my god, our Jinx is smurfing. Oh, I accidentally took the kill, that's fine. I'll make sure I use the gold for something useful for my 80 carry. I think in like true melee matchups, you can get Grasp and Heartsteel on this champion if you get a lead, but I think I'm just going to go for kind of what you would always go when you're playing around hyper carries, and that is a nice little Knight's Vow. Our wave doesn't crash here, so this is a bit awkward. Oh, it's kind of crashing. Another Ruby Crystal. Yeah, Heartsteel is something you can buy on this champion. I mean, obviously not that amazing. You just scale pretty well with Heartsteel and Grasp. For runes, I went Guardian, Font of Life, Bone Plating, Overgrowth, Biscuits, and Approach Velocity. TK one of the few champions in the entire game, honestly, that can use Approach Velocity pretty effectively because of the being able to run faster towards enemies who are impaired and allies who are impaired, I'm pretty sure. Or did they change that? And just being able to run and, you know, eat people or run them down with your Q is really nice. Kind of like Ashe. I'm kind of scared to ward that bush just because they might have a pink in there. And I don't want to just chuck my only ward at a pink ward. Ward here. Just gonna wait for this wave to come in before we start fighting again. Once we have a pushing wave, we can be a little bit more aggressive, but I don't want to be like fighting inside of their stacked wave like this. They have so many creeps that we will just lose. It is good to still keep in mind, you know, they are playing a more aggressive lane. They are going to probably win the early game, so we don't want to just give them that. Doing what we can to prevent ourselves from dying and inting is always good. We have cleanse, so I don't need to tank. And honestly here, I'm probably just going to hold the wave where it is, because we see their jungler on the other side of the map. So that means we can kind of 2v2 around bottom. As long as this, oh, it does a cannon wave. So on 3 creeps like this, it will freeze as long as it's not a cannon wave. When it's a cannon wave, it'll turn into a slow push. So you'll see here our creeps will start winning the war versus the enemy creeps because of how they're grouped up. And if it doesn't slow push on this wave, it slow pushes on the next wave. But hopefully with this, we're able to deny a cannon. That's what we want most from all of this. If we deny a cannon, we are very happy because that's a ton of golden experience that they're getting denied here for resetting. So here, now it turns into a slow push. As you can see, we have the wave now, the wave advantage. So now we can be the ones who are playing a little bit more aggressively, a little bit more loosely. There's like a very, I guess, beginner thing for supports and like lower elos. If you have the bigger wave, it's more than likely your time to fight or your time to trade. But if they had the bigger wave, then you probably shouldn't. This is fine. We have ulti. We got a barrier too. I still have Guardian. I don't really feel too worried about this. I have a ton of effective HP here. It's just our Jinx does not. So I want to step up there. It's really important for me to get my Font to Life off for the Jinx now so that I can get her some sort of HP regeneration. Not too bad. I'm almost 6 as well. So we hit 6 on the first creep here, which is really nice because we might be able to bait something. The fuck? Oh, there we go. This might turn into something good from our Azir. Kind of trolled that. I misclicked an auto attack because of new setup. Oh, I should have been able to kill her for free. Not that good. Not that good of a play. It should have been a cleaner kill on the Callista. Honestly, I should have just flash auto stacked instead of using my Q and then guaranteed my Q with my ulti. And that would have been like the cleanest way to play that, and he probably would have just won for 0'd. But that's okay. You just to be careful. Wait, oh. Okay, well we got the crab, but I think we're gonna lose a lot on bot experience for this. I didn't see the blue trinket. I didn't need to use buy sweeper there because we had a blue plant that we could have popped instead. Back to the bush. DK loves to play in bush. So we have ulti up again. We're going to try to either ulti the LeBlanc combo or the Viego ulti in most fights. And then sometimes, if we have to, this is really troll of the Thresh for a couple of reasons. Not to mention the fact that the Poppy can just W the Viego from not coming into the fight. But I'm pretty sure even if the Viego does enter that fight, he's probably just going to instantly die because he's going to be spawning onto my W from the Lantern. So on this grub spawn timer, we have two options. We can either dive bottom as a team with our Poppy, or we can contest the grubs. When you... Oh, yo. Just watch this for a sec. I think the Jinx actually wins. Yeah. But he has Fleet and he won. That's kind of weird. No? This guy had Fleet and Barrier. Like, I feel like the Callista's runes or summoners are way more advantageous. I guess the Jinx ulti is just like that insane. And the HP advantage of him taking the creeps was too much. Yeah, we had two options there. Either fight around bot or fight around grubs. Our team went for the fight around grubs, and we're going to reset to fight around grubs too. You can probably leave now because they should be able to get it for free. Buddy. He's going to bind to this guy right now. It's not too long of a cooldown to rebind. We're just going to W out. He goes around bottom. Gonna check our camp really quick. Okay, he's not on it. Perfect. Don't want to fight until I can actually rebind onto my Jinx. Oh, or we see Viego going somewhere else. Alright, we see Viego somewhere else, so we're chilling bot. We're gonna win the fight even without the Knight's Vow. They start on me, it's good, because it means our Jinx will be able to hit if they continue. And they probably don't have the damage to kill me. I can regenerate most of the HP. And all I have to do is land 1Q. I feel like TKQ, if you land one of these things, it becomes so insane. I'm probably going to go Slay here. I could go for Celestial Opposition too, but I'm going to go Slay. Let's rebind to our Jinx now before we forget. Just to get that burst of movement speed for our Jinx. And that fat heal when we land a Q. Dutch went for Celestial, which is fine. Oh my lord, the Collector just executed that guy. Okay, we got him. We got Mr. Poopy. Nice thing about Jinx versus stuff like LeBlanc and Shaco is your stocks always carry over, so you can very, very clearly see who is the real clone and stuff like that. Reset time. Probably just going to go for a nice little tabby this game, even though I already have so much armor. I think merch shards are so expensive for what they're worth these days, so I've been kind of trying to stay away from them, except for in games where merch shards are really, really good. When I play TK, E and W second, both are fine. W is like if you want to engage more and go deep more, and just because it creates a longer range W, you get 50 range per rank. E just makes you more tanky. I kind of want to go for the W this game, but I think it's worse overall. I think E has a much more consistent ability to max than W is, but I'm going to go for W this game. I think he saw you, Mr. Riven. But I am down to fight with you. And by fight with you, I mean give you my Knight's Vow. Could be an Aatrox in the bush, but it looks like the Aatrox is kind of given up. Okay, well, Anyway, here's FF, so we didn't get to see the scaling of TK. Of course, I'm going to part 2 this. Just need to find another TK game to play. Sorry for the audio and stuff like that. If it's too bad, let me know. If there's anything I should change on, let me know as well. Appreciate you sticking around. I will see you in the next part. Okay, we're back. And this is kind of the worst case scenario that can happen when you're playing TK. Is you pick TK with a kind of a hyper carry. Zer's not really the most hyper carry champion. But then they pick a range support into you, especially something like Lulu that synergizes so well with the Kog'Maw. And this is like just a bad matchup now. We picked it into a lot of dive champions initially, but of course you can't always have counter pick when you play support. Because TK has a bit of a hard time punishing range champions in general, especially without an AD carry that can't force, or like a jungler that can't have like gank setup. Like Wukong's not really going to help us in the bot lane until he hits level 6, for the most part. So we just want to kind of try to survive, look for maybe a cheeky all-in with QW, which is a very important combo to know about. When you land Q, you can almost always guarantee your W. They have to flash it. We'll look for that here. Didn't land it because I didn't have enough range. Talks about the true combo, then misses it. Pepe laugh. Cogwell's no W, so it was like an okay force timer there, but not really going to find anything. Did change to the second one this game instead of bone plating, obviously, because if we're playing versus range matchup. The Guardian actually saved him. Yeah, a bit hard for us to force, especially when we're down a level. So it is just going to be a little bit of a miserable early game for us, like I said. But hopefully we can scale. They could dive me so easily here. Ah, she doesn't really have mana, maybe not. The other not great thing is like TK's not that much of a roamer. TK's roams are kind of not amazing. So you can't really even go to other lanes to try to affect them. But it looks like our team is doing great anyway. I want to make sure we use one of our stacks here on the cannon to get the wave in as fast as we can. It should crash, and then we're just going to take our reset here. Flat HP is so OP on TK, by the way, so when I reset, like if I can ever buy Reaver Crystal, would love to. You're going to buy a pink gourd here, because you do need gank setup and stuff like that. So, I'll go for that. Sorry, I'm moving around a lot trying to find where the comfortable spot is in this setup. Also, Kog'Maw is like a champion that plays really well in the TK. It's like the most miserable game for TK ever in terms of my actual matchup. So Lulu's doing something that really good. She's kind of baiting my Q before she truly steps up. I should pick my AD carry. I'm gonna take that because his Zeri Q is like 90 mana. Mine's like 40. That was really weird from the Kog'Maw. He like really confidently stepped into us and then last second flashed it. Anyway, good enough. We got one of the Kog'Maw. Summoner spells already. There's no flash here as well, so he should die. Good. Free kill from our Wukong. I deserve an assist on that one for making him flash, but you know, whatever. Whatever, Riot Games. Not really going to be able to pressure this loot. We probably could have. I mean, we're going to need to crash another anyway. The Lud didn't really even hold this that much, so we need to come back here to begin with. I'm gonna see if Lulu had Ignite there. I don't necessarily need to reset here, so I'm gonna look for a little something at Grubs if my team wants to go for it. Yeah, I can go home. This doesn't really give me that much HP, so I'm gonna buy boots here. Game state's looking pretty decent, especially for the matchup that I'm in. 0-0 on this one. 80 carries up CS. Very happy. Gonna start going towards the scrubs until we see Lulu on bottom. Although this guy's pushing into us, so I'm down to look for this. I think anything that happens topside will be somewhat net neutral, with us getting the grubs anyway and us being winning topside to begin with. So if Lulu does show on topside here, we can basically just all in the Kog'Maw very easily because he has no flash, and his wave is pushing towards us. So I was down for, you know, kind of sacrificing my team at grubs and looking for that, because they should win the grub fight anyway. But if our wave was pushing like into them, I probably would have gone to the grubs, just because we don't know where Lulu's going to go. We're probably not going to dive with Zeri TK. Yeah, the carry's HP is a little bit too low to look for an all-in here, unfortunately. But I do kind of want to look on 6. If I hit 6 and my AD carry hits 6 before the Lulu hits 6, that's like our okay force timer. That's when we do want to look for something if we can. Oh, we're getting pinged off anyway. I think Lulu is the hardest matchup for TK, I want to say. I think Soraka can also be harder, but Soraka is a little bit more skill involved. Because Soraka can just silence the TK out of his W very easily. And there's not really much TK can do to Soraka besides like walk at her. Which, to be fair, not that bad. Like, if TK does land the Q from a good position, he can get the all-in off on the Soraka. But Lulu, it's very, very hard to get all-ins off into. Because she has polymorph and she has a slow, makes it hard to get on top of her. But we'll still look for it. She did make a mistake there, but we can't go for it because our jungler's pinging us back. I guess I should just reset if my AD carry is going to reset. So it could have been a very winning chunk for us. But if we're going to get pinged back from our jungler and our team's already winning the game, we're not going to just take a flip. I think that's something that you also have to kind of realize when you play League, is like, when is it a good time for me to get carried? And right now is a great time for me to get carried. So if my teammates are not going to play around our lane or are already doing like really well, like everybody's doing great, our jungler's doing great. If he wants to reset, play for his own game, perfectly fine. I don't want to grief his game. You know? Quick little mid gank. The thing that we need to note about that mid gank is we used our Ignite and our ultimate, so it's going to be hard for us to fight around bottom, which is fine. We don't have to fight around bottom. It's just like, you should acknowledge to yourself, like, hey, I just used these great abilities that make my all-in winning. I don't have them anymore. I should just chill out even more. Which is fine, because I mean, I don't think we're really ever going to find all-in angles to begin with, unless we had poked them down with our Q anyway, which by that point, maybe our Ignite's back up. That's not a great Q, because it gives us that shot. Yep, just going to keep trying to poke them down when I can. kind of vibe in the lane. Our Q, of course, does a ton of damage if we can actually land it. But the Lulu can always just shield it. Most of the damage. This Kog'Maw's a bit hard to land skills onto. They were high ranked last split. I don't know, I haven't been OPGing my games. There's a little bit of vibe, Kench. We have all the grubs here too, so I don't really have to worry about them hitting our tower and taking too many plates or something. Alright. Time to go home. Reset immediately on the wave so we don't lose too much. I guess I was a little close to my items, so I didn't really need to go home. They want to go hit plates, they can. Them hitting plates, though, or like staying to hit plates is not that good, because if they stay too long, we're going to be able to push out, and if we ever get hit, yeah, I mean... I want an assist. I will lick.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
So many stomps today, I feel like. I haven't really been playing that much League because of my move and stuff like that, so it seems like elos are kind of normalizing and stuff like that. We're starting to play with people who are not complete psychopaths, but maybe it's the time that I'm playing. I'm playing around like 3 or 4 p.m. now, rather than playing only like nighttime games. Alright, well, Kog has an item and we don't have an item, so I'm trying to just... Guess what? We're just gonna chill and do nothing. Holy shit, it's the TK masterpiece. Just a reset. We're gonna go get item. That could be worded. I'm gonna go PGG this game. While I'm here, while I'm waiting. I can't reset now because I got delayed. I'll lose too much. I just want to be here to hit the tower. So there we go. Wow, that was a really bad timing to do that. Bro, the one time that we're actually playing aggressive. I just want an assist. I want to feel like I'm doing something. I kind of yoinked 3 kills from this Rise. Well, 2 from the Rise, but it's fine. Merc trade game. That's overpriced.
Leonardo da Vinci
What
was
the
a
heck?
great
Yo,
inventor.
chill.
The paperwork.
I'm getting ads. I don't have ad block on this PC. Not that I would ever use ad block.
Your team has destroyed a turret. Legendary.
Yay, jungle diff. Yay. This is just scary bot lane. Should have queued this way. Every Lissandra always jukes forward. I'm trolling for that. I have a shutdown. Okay, I should not have taken these kills. I'm just a little blob walking around with a shutdown now. I just don't want to be 0-0-0-1, man. Like, you don't understand.
Has destroyed a turret. An ally has been slain.
Oh, they're trolling their map. Dude, hitting tower with 6 rows feels so amazing. You actually just, like, seeing the white number go up, and it's like, bam, 502 damage to the tower. Just like, it's so nice. I literally cannot land a single Q. Eat this guy. I'm gonna stay basically in W range here. Okay, nice. We got an assist. A rare one for me. Usually I'm a kill taker. I mean, Kog is actually really good into our champions too. Like, all of us get kind of HP tanky. He's about to 1v9 it. Sitting on 3 biscuits, huge. Yo, biscuits scale now, think about it. Max missing health? Well, use this in a fight. I'm just gonna pop off. Yeah, so basically we're gonna look to combo our W with our Wukong ulti. When we can. Whoops, missed the push. I don't know if I'm cracked like that with the Tokyo Drift. Okay, never mind, that looked really easy. My turn, my turn, my turn. Okay, they FF'd. Okay, 2 songs with TK. Let's go for a third. Why not? Okay, we are part 3 here. We are versus a Rel and a Varus this time. With a weaker ADK. Well, not necessarily weaker. Ezreal can do a lot of things with TK because I can set up his Q pretty well. Not really the greatest melee matchup for TK though, I would say. I would say Rel is one of the harder melee matchups for TK, simply because the Rel has so much CC and setup to interrupt the TK's W, as well as the Rel has the Q to stop the TK from having a massive shield with the E. So there's a couple of things that are a little bit annoying for TK against Rel. It's not really miserable or anything like that. Also, no. So Rel being an AoE CC engager is a bit annoying. Got comboed wrong there. Oh wow, that hit me. Should have waited on my Q there. I could have flashed or forced a flash or something. I'm pretty. Oh shit. Could have forced that differently, I want to say. Alright, make sure we use our stack on cannon. So pretty good. The Rel was trying to level up into 2 before going in. There's W here and reset probably. That's on TK not really the best this game. They have a bunch of champions that can kind of beat me up and I can't really do much against. Like these 3 champs are all very good versus me. This is kind of why you don't really like blind pick TK or just pick it like, loosely. As I think TK is a champion that everyone's fairly happy to play against. Just in general, I just think no one's like really like, oh my god, they picked TK. This game is going to be so hard unless you're playing like they're playing like Vi or something like that. In general, it's just a very chill champion to go against. It's a very fair feeling champion when you play versus. It's like, okay, if he lands his Q, you know, he's good at the game. If he's not, whatever. But like the ult is the only like really annoying part of TK, I would say, or like unbalanced feeling thing that people like might hate playing versus. But A lot of champions I don't think care too much about TK ulti because it's only like a single target eat and it's on such a long cooldown. You have to time it so well. It's actually like very high skill ability. Compared to something like Thrush Lantern, you can throw whenever. Very low skill, just kind of requires some positioning. So we're going to have a bit of an XP lead here on the Rel, which is nice. I'll be 4, she'll be 3. This is what I'm talking about that's nice about playing with Ezreal when you play TK, though, is like the Ezreal can guarantee you the prio like this, and when they're under tower and they have to dodge both Ezreal Q and Tahm Kench Q coming at them, it actually makes it very, very easy to kind of harass and poke people out. It does feel like their jungler is here. Yeah, there he is. I'm coming to this. I'll try to force on the any side realistically, but that looks completely free. I'm gonna make sure we get this.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Fairly decent players on the enemy team, or at least the bot lane. I recognize both the names. Generally, if I recognize names in solo queue, it's either a very good thing or a very, very bad thing, one of the two. But both these players are decent, I believe. What's so nice is he just took like a really good trade on me. I land 1 Q and my gray health, and I'm back to the HP I was before the trade. TK, although a very abusable champion, also really, really good at not getting abused because of the way his kit works. So we're going to slow push into us here. We're probably going to try and thin the wave and hold it in front of our tower if we can. Especially with the enemy team on Grub, so I want to be looking for something around bottom when we see enemy jungle and we're in a winning matchup. Ezreal didn't seem too down to force there. We did get a barrier out of their AD carry, which is nice.
An enemy has been slain.
No W on Rel. This is gonna turn into us slow pushing again. We were trying to fast push, which is not really a thing. Really, really amazing E from my AD carry there. I love that. Wow. Well played, well played. Gonna try to make sure I'm giving this one over. Yeah. Take it when you have to take it. It is what it is. Really, really well played E for my Ezreal there. Like, genuinely. Carry that 2v2. It could have definitely been a loss. This is a weird game where Nightfall is kind of a not great item. Respectfully, Mr. Nightfall, but I'm still going to buy it just to keep simplicity through the video. I did think about going Grass this game and Heartsteel, but I don't think they have enough melees for me to warrant it. Like, these champions kite me so well. And it's really just Rel in my matchup that I could get value from it, so I'm not really going to go for it. Gonna look for a roam here. Ezreal is a very, very safe champion, especially with E and Flash and a lead, so it makes it a bit hard for the Rel to ever impact that lane. So I want to go here, look to match for something. Drop boards. I have such a long timer to be able to do something around here. Okay, that guy's just dead.
Killing spree.
Yeah, Varus has 6 now, so again, beyond easy for us to just get CC'd in one shot. This is definitely going to be another Mercury Tread game. It's a good trade for us. They have fruit though, so maybe it's not that great. Good. We have to go the long way back. We have grub, so we can hit. Oops. No, I got a notification on my phone. Couldn't get the abilities off that I wanted to. I wanted to flash out there, or flash an E and Biscuit, but I didn't get it all off. It's fine, we got this guy's flash. Did we just E flashed it? Honestly, respectable. 80 carry E flashed in to lose their shutdown to the Rel rather than the Kindred, which is like so fair, so smart. We don't want to give the Kindred gold when they're already behind, so I love that. Yo, what did I just say, buddy? What did I just say? I might be able to flash real quick. Yes, sir. 31 HP. The TK coming in a bit clutch there to prevent a 400 gold shutdown coming over to Kassadin. Get a ping for our jungler to come here. This guy is really fast. Oh my god. Bro, Zac damage is disgusting. He's full AP. I didn't even realize that, but I'm trying to pick up the Zac blob. I'm playing a blob champion, so I'm like, ooh, blob. I'll zone this guy away from this if I can. I just want to be as annoying as I can to the enemy jungler. Don't hold the thing. Oh no. I guess we could have taken it. My bad, my bad. I didn't want to take it because I know their bot lane's going to re-enter soon, and we can't actually fight their bot lane. So there's a Mark topside, there's Grub's topside. I'm going to go topside. Just leave my 80 carry to his own devices here. Alright, the Kindred isn't on either the Mark or the... I mean, I guess a little bit my fault, but it did ping him. Not sure what happened there for him to die. Yeah, so we have a lead, so we don't need to do too much around bottom. I'll just eat him. Maintain his HP and stuff like that. Oh wow. Good juke from the Varus. I don't know why I'm dubbing out. I thought that was somebody on their team. I'm trolling. What a champion TK is. Or not TK. Zaki is. Ow. My bad on that one. Should have not W'd out. So I did the thing, my W or Q'd. Okay, so my Q there on the initial all-in, if that guy jukes into the Q, he will die, so I just assume he won't do it. And a lot of people at high will actually still do the juke into this, which is really kind of weird. Well, not weird, it's just like a skill check, I guess. So maybe I should start just playing for the punish rather than the other. Because I guess they're in a shit situation either way if they don't juke in or they do juke in, so might as well punish them if they do juke in. Just gonna hover bottom. It looks like we're playing for bottom tower here, so probably just reset in this bush after like 10 seconds and then go get my item. So we're doing something kind of bad here. We're playing for two sides of the map at once. Me and Sintra were playing for bot side, and now we're playing for top side and Herald. But it looks like we have, wow. We have enough of a gold lead that this isn't going to matter. We end up winning a 4v5. Great job, gamers. You're better than them. Our top is so fed too. Everyone's doing so well today in all my games. I need a little bit of struggle here. I mean, 3 TK games, 3 FF15s. Am I going to have to make this a 4-parter just for game length? Like, come on. They won't play the game. We're stomping them too hard. Sorry the games have all been stomps. I know the stomps aren't always the most interesting to watch. Alright, maybe a part 4, but if not, this is going to be the last game. If you guys enjoyed, make sure you like, comment, and yeah.